to Inside Ambition. I'm Alexandra George, and today on Drexel Update, I'm talking to Sarah Resanovich. She works for the Campus Election Engagement Project, or CEEP, which I'm sure you've probably never heard of before, but you've definitely seen their Instagram account at Drexel Votes. She's here to talk about voter engagement and the importance of voting on or before November 3rd. Hi, Sarah. How are you?
Doing well. How about yourself?
I'm good. I'm very excited and also a little bit afraid about the election next Tuesday. So I'm very excited to talk to you a little bit about the work that you've done through CEEP and what CEEP does as a whole. So why don't you start by telling us a little bit about what the Campus Elections Engagement Project actually is?
Yeah, so Campus Election Engagement Project, or CEEP, is a national nonprofit, nonpartisan organization all about fostering civic engagement among student populations all across our country. So we do that with 4 different approaches: registering students to vote, educating students about our civic processes and how our government works and how they have an impact, how to early vote or vote by mail, and then actually getting out the vote, whether it's on election day, early voting, or voting by mail.
Very interesting. So how did you first get involved with CEEP?
Yeah, so I've always been really passionate about voting and civic engagement. When I turned 18, I actually missed election day by like 5 days.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so in order to make up for that, I was helping donate to various campaigns and helping students get out the vote, because I was like, if I can't vote, I want to make sure as many people as possible can. So I came across the Campus Election Engagement Project during my sophomore year here at Drexel during the 2018 midterms. And it was the first time that Drexel had CEEP fellows for a while. So it was a really exciting opportunity to kind of get re-engaged here on Drexel. And that was pre-pandemic, so we got to go to all the freshman dorms and register people, work with RAs, the Civic 101 classes. And then I'm back for this election cycle because it's one of the most crucial elections of our lifetime, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
No matter who you're supporting. So I'm really excited to be back again. It's definitely weird in a virtual setting, but we're still making sure you can vote because it's safe, secure, and easy to do.
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, yeah, you can't just go up to people on the street and be like, here's a registration form, make sure you vote November 3rd. Like, this is a very different election, something history has really never seen before. So how is CEEP really working on that virtual engagement aspect?
So the main thing we've been trying to do is reach out through social media, because we found, and I find myself as a college student, it's more effective when it's a peer-to-peer campaign. So you're talking to college students who get what you're going through. We go to Drexel. We know the quarter system can be crazy, but we're still going to make sure that you have time to vote and you have time to educate yourself about the systems that we can participate in. So we do that through holding virtual Zoom events. We had Zoom office hours to help you get registered to vote and get personal help all throughout the quarter. We are going into Zoom classes to talk to people. We've held events with various groups on campus. So we're very excited about that. It definitely is different, but I think because our generation is so engaged on social media, it's kind of been a great way to connect with people. It's been really exciting.
Yeah, that all sounds like a lot of great stuff. And the election is right around the corner. It's next Tuesday, a week from tomorrow, as we're filming this. And like you mentioned, there are a lot of other things people can do besides vote. I mean, millions of Americans have already voted. I hope a lot of our viewers have as well. So what are some other ways? And I know Drexel also has a huge international student population. A lot of students can't vote. So what are some ways people can get involved in this election if they either can't vote or they want to do more than just vote?
So there's lots of ways of getting involved. The most important is relational organizing, or simply put, reaching out to your friends and family to make sure they're getting to vote. So if you go to rockthevote.org, which is a nonpartisan organization, you can take the pledge to vote triple, which means you're going to remind 3 people to vote. It'll take about 10 minutes of your time, but it triples your impact. Additionally, you can check out Drexel Now has a new article out about 3 different ways that Drexel students specifically can help. If you are a registered voter, Philadelphia is still looking for poll workers, so that's really crucial. Typically, poll workers are over the age of 65, and we know that's a very vulnerable population. So us as students, we can step up if we're healthy and able to. I know I'm working the polls in my home state of New York from Tuesday. And also, keep in mind, for college students, it is paid. So you get about $200 in most states.
Oh, yeah.
Which, I mean, I know I could always use. And you're getting to help participate in democracy. To me, There's not a better combo.
It's a win-win, totally.
Exactly. And then for students who can't vote, whether you're not 18 yet or you're international, reach out to your friends who can vote. That really is important. And you can also do various things. If you have a car and you feel safe enough to give someone a ride to the polls, that's great. There's lots of ways you can participate and make a difference, even if you're not unable to cast your ballot today or this election.
So I'm sure this might be the first time a lot of our viewers are hearing about CEEP. I know that the Drexel Votes Instagram page has gotten some traction, but if anyone is interested in joining CEEP specifically, maybe for the next election or just in the future, how can they get involved?
Yeah, so the best way to do is just DM us on our Instagram page, whether you have questions or you want to get involved. We're always looking for volunteers. CEEP does run fellowships both during the primaries in the spring semester or winter for us, and during the general election. So if you're interested in becoming a fellow, we can totally talk to you about it. There's another fellow named Carly. This year, as I mentioned, this is my second year doing it, so I'd be more than happy to kind of pass the torch along. We're also looking, if you don't want to commit to the fellowship, you can volunteer with us, help us run our events, or just help make sure your students are getting out to vote.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Sarah, once again, for all the work that you have been doing. This is really awesome. And thank you for being on our show.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It's really great to know that you guys care about the importance of voting.
Of course. Yes, if you're watching this right now, use this as a reminder to make sure you are voting. Vote today if you can. Don't wait till the 3rd. Oh my gosh, one thing that always blows my mind is that the weather is a huge impact on election day. So use today now to go vote. You can do it. There's an election site at City Hall.
It's only a walk from campus, and I don't know about you, I'm sitting down so much because of Zoom classes. So a walk to City Hall, take a nice break. You can go with friends. Voting is always more fun with friends. That way you have someone to talk to in line.
Yeah, and the line will be shorter on a day that's not election day, so do it now.
Sure.
Well, thanks again, and make sure, for our viewers, make sure you guys follow Drexel Votes on Instagram to stay up to date with all their voter engagement and their content. Like I said, make sure you're voting, whoever you vote for. And yeah, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Drexel Television, and follow us on Instagram as well at @inside_ambition. Thanks so much for watching. Stay safe, and we'll see you soon.